former President Bill Clinton sitting down for a one-on-one with our own Major Garrett, talking about the trial of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and where it should take place, among other newsworthy things. Our chief White House correspondent, Major Garrett, joins you live right here on the set. Now, what about, you also asked him about his impeachment proceedings. Was that awkward?
I asked him about Ken Gormley. He has a new book, a very definitive account, 700 pages about that entire experience. And I asked him to respond to what Ken Starr told our colleague Greta Van Susteren, that he believed that investigation was conducted with honor and integrity. Bill Clinton said absolutely not. There was nothing honorable. There was nothing that had any integrity about that investigation. But I said, Mr. President, remember, before you left the White House, you surrendered your law license and admitted giving evasive answers in the course of that investigation. What should the American people conclude about that aspect? Not as well known as some other parts of it. Here's part of his answer.
Being evasive to them, I thought, was the only thing I could do at the time. But I regret very much the underlying misconduct which caused it. And I am sorry about that, and I've said it many times. But it's a great mistake to look at that whole thing and think that's all it was about. This thing went on for years and years and years.
Indeed it did, but he said being evasive was the only choice he had.
Wow. That's
I don't believe he's ever said that before on camera. I'm not sure how many times he's had that question put to him, but that's interesting, and it's a revelation from him about what he thought his options were, not only in the context of what actually happened, but in the legal path he chose, which forced him, as a lawyer, to surrender a law license.
What specifically is he talking about? His affair with Monica Lewinsky and his denials?
His answers in the course of the grand jury investigation.
Interesting.
Because there was talk after all of the impeachment, the political side of it ended, that he might be indicted after leaving the White House.
Yeah,
he was not.
Right.
But there was talk of it. And what happened in short of that was he had to surrender his law license in Arkansas, not an insignificant thing for anyone who practices law, and admit giving evasive answers, something that was on the record in the confines of the congressional impeachment process, but he had not submitted that answer himself before the bar of justice, and he did.
Nicely done, Major. Now, do you get nervous?
Sure.
Still, even
sure.
you?
Now, we talked a lot about Haiti. It's a very important issue to him. He said the most important